So you manacle his legs together then to restrain him even further.
I'd like to walk past Johan, comment, nice manacles, and thrust the sword into the dirt next to the goblin with an intimidation roll.
Very carefully, I lay my shield down and very carefully just like tuck my chin over the top of my warhammer and just smile at the goblin. Like.
I hold the point of my stake against the goblin's chest.
Please don't hurt me.
Does this look familiar? And I hold up the brooch.
No, but it looks very pretty.
Have you brought a dwarf into this fetid hellhole?
A dwarf? No. A dwarf's been taken prisoner, but he's not come here. He's been taken to the castle.
What castle?
A castle. It's northeast from here.
You still have prisoners in that cave?
We have one. We have one prisoner. Yes, one.
Who?
He is a man, human man. He has graying hair, big shiny sword.
We could gag him, take him into the cave, use him as bait. We have use of you.
Mm-hmm.
For every word you utter that I do not like, I will break a finger.
He could guide us through the cavern if he knows what's good for him.
So you head into the cave. As you head up this steep passage with the stream flowing down the side of you, the passage is suddenly filled with a mighty roar as a huge surge of rushing water pours down. I need you all to please make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay.
So you hear this rush of water come down and all of this water just plummeting through this tunnel, and you all just leap out of the way, kind of pinning yourselves against the wall as the water just floods past you.
Was it a trap?
He kind of pauses and hesitates.
How is that trap activated? Did somebody spot us?
Certainly a possibility. Yes.
If we've been rumbled, there's no point in keeping him alive, is there?
He does try and leg it.
I'm going to step aside and let him go.
And you make your way up the tunnel further into the depths of the cave. After Splug having fled your capture and a flood almost knocking Sergei out of the mouth of the cave, you venture deeper into the cave itself, following up the main steep passage. Would anybody like to give me a perception check, please?
Yes.
10.
Oh, well, I might as well. 1.
Whoa.
Not a natural one, a dirty one, because I get a -1 to perception.
I'm really feeling for you this session, Anina. The dice is not in your favour
No,
today.
but I did kill one goblin.
Well, that's
so-
true. It's not been all for naught.
I wish Anina had got my roll because she's been suffering a bit. I got a nat 20.
Oh.
I got 12,
I'm so-
but, you know, if Thoric gets it, then Thoric gets it.
For a total of 22.
Okay. And what was yours, Sergei?
10.
10. Okay.
That's a right.
Thoric, you notice on the bridge above you, as you're getting closer to it, there is actually one goblin, like lying prone, watching you guys as you venture further up this passage. With a bow in hand.
I point him out and very quickly say, "Any reason not to go for him?"
I sort of start taking out my crossbow, kind of like, can
I can provide a distraction.
I go for a shot before Sergey
Yeah,
has any more ideas.
Let's roll for initiative then.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, let's make friends with it. No.
I was going to be bait.
There we now I get a natural 20.
Got a 5.
Yes.
I get a dirty 20.
22 with my initiative.
Okay, 1 second. So, 22 Saga. Thoric was
5.
5. Sergey, you were...
Also a 5.
which of you has higher dex?
I've got +2.
I imagine
Mine's
that's
plus 1.
No,
Right,
I don't. I
so-
have +0. I was reading my saving throw.
Right, okay. Then Thoric, I'm going to put you in first then, just so you act before Sergey. Johan, what was yours?
20.
20. Oh, nice. Okay. So, in that case then, Saga, you're up first.
Well, I'm going to try and crossbow the goblin on the bridge.
Okay. Do you want to roll to hit then, please? The light source is on, isn't it? So there's no need for disadvantage at this point. Oh, there's 2, in fact, because you got a torch, haven't you?
Let's have a crossbow. 8.
Oh, no. You just
Damn it.
somewhat misfire, and it just heads, because he's lying down, you know, makes him a little bit harder to hit, I suppose. So it just flies just over his head, ever so slightly missing.
And I go, damn it.
Anything else you'd like to do? You're currently at the back of the group, so I don't
I'll
know.
stay there.
Yeah. Okay. Johan, you're up next then.
How high up is he?
25 feet high.
I look at the halfling.
No.
Look at him up
Right.
there.
If you must.
20. I mean, I'm just going to put it out there. I've so far been ruling that the distance thrown is rounded up to the nearest 5 based on your strength score.
So is it not possible for me to throw him up there?
Not unless you have a strength score of 25.
You are not the Hulk.
I
Calm
need
down.
I need to review the rules for throwing
down.
people, but for now, that's my ruling.
It's going to keep
One of
happening.
the other members of the party might be able to see Johann's cogs turning, looking at the halfling and then looking at the wall, but he thinks better of it. This is just going to be a case of us throwing stuff at him. Like, I could throw my dagger, but I probably won't get it back, will I?
Well, depends on whether or not you manage to A, hit him, B, whether it lands on the bridge, and C, whether it lands in the ground where you are.
I don't know what to do.
All sorts of possibilities there.
What if Thoric gives Sergey a boost, jumps on his shield? Would that provide the necessary height? Isaac, you're muted.
I look at, sorry, that was just me saying, I look at Johan and I'm just like, no. We're not doing that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be unlikely that that's going to work. Plus,
quite-
also, should Sergey not manage to land that and
He'll
either
die.
grab hold of the bridge or land on the bridge, he's going to fall 20 feet, which is going to mean he's going to take up to 12 falling damage.
Is it climbable?
What, the bridge?
As in to get up there?
No, it's pretty vertical.
Then I stand in front of Sergey and hold out like a cautionary parental hand. Just like, as if to say, get behind me.
Okay, any action or movement from you?
I don't know what to do, really. I don't want to throw my dagger in case I don't hit him, and he's lying down, so it'll be really hard to hit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just stand fast, do a whippy whip.
Just show off.
Yeah, basically. Wait for an opportunity to present itself.
Okay. In which case, then, that, I believe, actually brings us through to the goblin. He is going to, as Saga has fired the first shot, he's going to fire his bow off at Saga. And that's going to be 16 against your AC.
That's exactly my armor class.
Ooh, okay. So that then is going to be, ouch, 6 piercing. No, yes, piercing damage to you.
Ow.
That's a big ow.
Ow, that is a big ow.
So you fired off your crossbow shot at it, and you see him immediately pull on his bow and fire shot straight back at you, and it kind of, yeah, right there, right where it hurts.
Right there.
So he is going to. He's going to stay where he is for now.
Of course he is.
Don't do it, Anakin. I have the high ground. Thoric, you're up next.
Right. I am just going to my shield starts glowing even more as I channel my radiant energy, and I'm just going to shout, "We've come for the prisoner! True Self will take you all!" And I'm going to extend my warhammer and use Sacred Flame at this visible goblin. So it's a dex save with no benefit of cover. DC of words. Finding your 12.
12. Okay. So it's what saving throw? Sorry, a
Dex save.
dex save. Okay. Oh, well, that's going to be a 5.
Oh, excellent.
So
In which
you.
case,
Oh, go ahead.
oh, sorry, no, it takes a D8 of radiant damage.
D8.
5.
Okay. So you point your war hammer at it. You utter those words of faith and unleash a tongue of flame at this goblin who takes, it was 5, was it?
Yep.
Okay. You see him kind of ignite for a moment in almost golden flame before the flames die down, and he's somewhat smouldering but still alive.
And I'll beat my shield and run 25 feet forwards towards the north.
Okay. Okay, let me actually make some notes.
I'm not sticking around here to get in that bloody waterfall again.
Fair point.
Okay, so you run under the bridge, and you see the tunnel start to curve around as you walk up these kind of natural steps that are forming on the path, and you're kind of ascending somewhat, but you're still following the stream around at this point. You've not come to any more rooms or anything like that.
Cool.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do, or is that you done?
That's me done.
Okay. Sergey, you are up next.
Ooh. Okay. Could I use my action to reload Saga's crossbow for her, or kind of assist her in reloading it?
That's unorthodox.
That is unorthodox.
I don't really have anything I've not got any ranged weapons.
You've
So
got no ranged weapons. Yikes.
yeah.
Okay.
Like a squire.
Yeah. I mean, there's no reason why you couldn't, I suppose. You wouldn't need any proficiency to do that of any kind, so
Yeah, because
Yeah, if
an
that's-
action to reload it.
It's like a child going,
it'd
I
be a
help.
bonus action, I
Ooh.
think, to reload, isn't it? I think. Or is it an action? I'm going to have to consult the player's handbook.
Ooh, I don't know.
Consult the Book of Hands.
I can tell, it's all just part of the process. So actually,
So no one's attempted this before.
yeah.
basically.
So actually, it's not even required technically.
All right, Saga, I thought I might help you, but I've decided against it. But good luck. That's my bardic inspiration. And then I'm going to use my move to catch up with Thoric.
Good luck.
Okay, sure.
It's amazing.
So you're you just essentially where you are, Sergey, is you just pass just under the bridge and just out the other side. So it's almost directly above you, behind you.
Okay, cool.
So from where you are, you probably can't really see the goblin at all. From where you are,
Yeah.
if you
That's
move
all right.
full speed, or you can kind of pull back a little bit, I suppose.
Am I in the darkness now as well, or is those? lights
No,
affected?
Thoric's got his light source, and also Johan also has a torch.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Saga.
Well, I go, well, I don't need a man to load my crossbow for me. Thank you. I'm going to run as far as I can. So
Okay.
30 feet. And then I'm
Sure.
going to try and shoot him again.
Do you want to try and shoot first before you move, or
Move, then shoot.
move then shoot? Because you'll probably end up almost directly under the bridge because of where Sergey and Thoric are. Unless you want to wade through the, because it's such a narrow passage. You can wade through the water, I suppose, if you want to. Risk.
Okay, I'll shoot first, then I'll go there.
Sure. Okay.
Or you could shoot directly upwards and try and skewer
I'm
him.
shooting
Yeah.
first.
Okay. All right. Let's roll for it then.
Let's see if D&D Beyond will be kind to me. 12.
Bardic inspiration, if you want to use it.
Oh, yes, I will. Which is D6, isn't it?
D6, yeah.
So D6
It's got potential. It's got
It's
potential.
got potential.
It's basically 50-50 at this point.
As soon as I get my bloody dice out.
You need a 3 or more. In fact, it's better than 50-50. Yeah, you need 3 or more.
Gonna get a 1 or a 2.
Here we go. I'm rolling a proper dice. 5!
Okay, let's
Right in the
roll
kisser.
for damage then.
Do you feel inspired?
I was. 7
Ooh,
damage.
nice. How are you finishing him off?
Oh,
Can it go straight in his eye?
Of course. You
That's
fire
how
at the
good of a
crossbow.
shot it was.
Yeah, and get him straight in the eye, the arrow piercing through the back of his skull. Nice. Okay, that takes us then out of initiative, I believe.
Does he fall on the bridge or does he fall down towards us?
Just on the bridge.
Ah.
He's already pretty laid down, so he doesn't really. There's not much in
kinda-
the way of.
slumps.
Yeah, just slumps. Yeah, rather than necessarily falling.
Good shot, Saga.
Thank
Okay.
I'll give her a curt nod of respect.
you. Saga looks very smug.
Okay. So you are now at the top of this passage as it starts to curve around. You can see a little bit further up the stream and the pathway start to separate as there's kind of a cave wall between the two, with the stream heading off to the left and the passageway heading off into a sort of tunnel on the right hand side with steps still headed upwards.
Let's go towards the prisoner then.
Aye.
Slowly and with caution.
You stealthing?
Yeah, oh, I am. Is there a point if we've got a noisy tank?
I'm noisy as well. We've got 2 noisy tanks.
Well, I mean, you can attempt stealth or you can not attempt stealth. Noisy tanks can still stealth, they just aren't as good at it.
We're just going to sound like two maracas.
Let's.
Like Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
I cast guidance on Saga again,
Thank you.
and I will just lump it myself and try and stealth.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do some stuff.
I sense some irony.
Well, I found my role.
There's disadvantage for self for me.
Well,
7.
the rogue rolled a 1.
Oh no.
It's a
Even
plus-
with guidance, it's a 3 on disadvantage.
I rolled a
Okay.
nat 1.
Where maracas? Just 2. Click, click.
So you rolled a nat 1. Saga, you rolled a...
It was a nat 1, but then I get guidance, which adds another 2. So it's a 3.
Okay. Johan and Sergey, what was yours?
I rolled a nat 1, so it's
Oh my
4.
god.
3 nat 1s. Oh, wow.
I rolled a 7. If
No,
that's any
sorry, I get
consolation.
plus 2, so it's a 5. I get
Okay.
5.
Okay.
I'm still clanky, but it's a 5.
Okay.
Gonna sound
So-
like a mariachi band.
So, Johan, when you turn around and said, quietly and with caution to everyone, you kind of the sound of the water is like trickling through is such that you felt you had to raise your voice and slightly misjudged the degree to which you kind of said to everybody, be quiet, as it kind of echoes around the cave a little bit. And Thoric and Saga, you're kind of clanking along as well. Sergey, you're the only one really managing any degree of quiet, but even you are sloshing around a little bit in the stream
I'm
as
just
well.
oblivious to it.
Yeah. Again, there's a lot of water sounds and stuff kind of coming in, so it's quite difficult to gauge just how loud you're being per se. So you're heading further up, yeah? And following it around and heading up those stairs as it separates from the stream. Okay.
Johan, keep your eyes peeled for traps, maybe.
Okay, I attempt to be perceptive and spot any traps before they happen.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Ooh, mama! That's a 20, a dirty 20.
Okay.
An unnatural 20.
As you're heading up the passageway, you see no sign of any traps being laid.
I
At
see
this
no
point.
sign of any traps being laid.
Pretty well.
Let's continue.
I want to cock my ear just like as we're heading up and try and like look above, maybe up, even sort of through the water trickling down like through the cracks, and just see if I can hear or see anything about any enemies that might be lurking around the corner for us.
Okay, sure. Let's go for a separate perception check then, as you're...
Oh, not bad. 17.
17. Okay. You listen very, very carefully, trying to discern between the sound of water and anything, further and deeper into the caves. You do get the sense that there is it's very, very subtle and very faint, but you do get the sense that there is some whispering going on in the next chamber down up the stairs that are kind of curving round.
I point and just make like a goblin face. And
What, there's spiders or something? What is this?
it's flipping goblins, Saki. It's goblins. This is the universal symbol for goblins.
And they're not friends.
This
Okay.
time we kill them all.
So, You suspect there are goblins in the next cave. You're headed in that direction. What would you like to do next?
Do we try and sneak into this?
I
Is the
assume
cave
we
we're
already-
going into
yeah.
where the prisoners are?
I think we've established that sneaking is not our strong suit. So it might
Johan, do you have any more of that oil?
He's visibly happy at being asked this. Yeah, I think I'd say I've got the majority of it left. Yes. What do you have in mind?
Thoric is thinking back to his dwarven holds where, there's all manner of alchemists and all that kind of stuff. He rips off a bit of fabric and stuffs it in the top of the flask and try and wedges the stopper back down.
Johan can see where this is going and he likes it.
And just to make a sort of very makeshift Molotov and then hands it back to Johan.
That's from your alchemy kit, yeah?
I don't have an alchemy kit. I'm just
sorry, from the oil. Sorry, no. Sorry, that was
Sorry,
me.
he's got the.
Drifting.
The thing is,
assume
it
we're
won't
about
act as
to
a
go in-
Molotov unless it shatters.
No, I'm thinking of light this end, lob it.
And
Charge.
say cracks erupts.
Well,
Right.
do we know? For the sake of argument, should we say this bottle's made of glass?
Yes.
Cool.
Most
So-
It is made of glass.
Oh. Yep, cool. I get my tinderbox. Or I use my torch, actually. I can... Okay, so I put my torch to the wick of
Okay.
it. And...
Also wick.
So, this chamber, is
Yes.
it sort of like another part of the cave? Or is there a door? Is there a...
It's just a tunnel that you suspect leads to. Well, at this point, it leads to another part of this network of tunnels and caves. So in that respect, another chamber. But it could be just an extension of the tunnel. All you know is that it separates off, and it's the stairs leading upwards, steps leading upwards.
Okay.
The chamber is a loose term, shall we say?
Sod it. Light it. Throw it.
Oh, we're going all guns blazing.
Right. Okay. So you hurl this
Makeshift
bottle.
Molotov.
Okay. How am I going to do this? Let's roll a attack using. So it's essentially an improvised weapon, right? So let's go with because you're throwing it. Let's go with a dexterity attack roll. Straight up. Because it's improvised weapon, you're not going to have proficiency on it.
That's a 5 that I just rolled.
Plus your dex modifier.
Plus 3, that's 8.
Okay, sure. So you hurl it up. As the cave's coming round, it's kind of at an angle, and you kind of throw it into what you think is the greater expanse of the chamber, and you hear a splush.
Oh, my oil! I tentatively advance forward into the next part of the cave,
Mm-hmm.
hoping that I'll be able to get my oil back. Am I able to perceive what I see when I? Because you said there was a sort of corner.
Mm-hmm.
Can I attempt to perceive what I see in this next chamber of the cave?
Sure. So I presume you're going to be kind of heading up the steps and kind of keeping low and something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure how much noise that created, and I'm not sure if it would give away our position or not.
Sure. So you can see at the top of these steps a cavern which has got two, on the left-hand side as you're looking in, two what were large pools of water, you suspect, which have now been emptied, with some rocks that were separating the two, but that kind of rock wall has been smashed down. And there's a narrow waterfall which is high in the eastern wall feeding this pool, which drains out on the western end of the chamber to form the stream that's flowing out of the cave mouth. Been kind of navigating alongside. So that wall served as somewhat of a dam to separate these two pools, and you suspect that the breaking down of those is what caused the floods that tried to flood the cave before. Now there's a wide exit which stands to the south, so immediately to your, well, not immediately, but to your right as you look into the cavern. And there are the passage that you have been following, and then there's also another smaller passage which also leads in that general direction, but leading higher up, so gaining altitude. There is the sound of waterfall, which is echoing across the cave, which makes it a little bit difficult to discern any particular sounds. But from where you are, you can see 3 goblins guarding this cave, and their bows are pointed very much in the direction of the tunnel from which you are looking to enter from. And that is where we'll end the session.
Oh,
I hate it when he does that.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not
This
sorry.
is-
Not in the slightest.
Oh, this is peak D&D.
Middle of a dungeon.
We had a plan, we scrapped it. We had another plan, we scrapped it, and now it's just taking things as they
We tried the Molotov cocktail.
Just rush in and something will happen.